So we have a set of data, serial number, states, local governments, headquarters, and then the area size for each of the local governments. And we are required to summarize this data based on states. So how do we go about it? I'm recommending using the unique function. So you use equals unique, and then you want to know the unique states. So control shift down will produce the unique states. So let's count the number of states. It's 37. We have 36 states plus the federal capital territory. Now here we are required to count for each of the states how many local governments are there. So we use a function called CountIF equals to CountIF, and then what is it requiring you? What are the arguments, the range, and criteria? So the range is the states. So you use control shift down, and then comma, and then what is the criteria? The criteria is the states. So I want to count all the local government in each of the states. In this case, for Abia State, and so I provide the Abia, and then to enter. So it's giving me the total number of local governments, and then you hit it down. So this is a summary. Now the next is to count the, is to sum the area size for each of the local governments. And what function are we required to use? We use the SUMIF, so equals to sum if SUMIF. So what are the arguments? The compulsory arguments here is range, the criteria, and the sum range. So the range here is still the states. So go down states, comma, then the criteria is still this, comma, and then the sum range is this. Now, so you have the total number, the area size for each of the states. So this is the total area size. So let's confirm. We know that the area size for Nigeria is 900, over 900,000 kilometers. So this is correct. So this is a quick way to summarize your data of this sort. So we can do other kinds of summary using the CountIF and SUMIF. So let's see how we'll be able to calculate the number of states that have more than 10 local governments. So these are the number of local governments for each of the states. So let's know how many of the states that have more than 10 local governments, and then we'll confirm it. So we can still use the CountIF. So we say equals to CountIF, and then it's asking for the range, and the range is this. This is the range, and then so the criteria. What is the criteria? The criteria is that we want to see those who have those states that have more than 10, so greater than 10. But you have to put it inside quotation marks, else it will not work. Or let me show you first, so you know that it won't work. So when you do this, it will not work. So it's asking you to put it inside the quotation mark. Excel has its way, some of its rule, some of them you have to put it. So you can see you have 35 states that have more than 10 local governments. So let's try to investigate manually. So you see, Bayelsa is one state that does not have more than 10 local governments. It's less than 10 local governments. And then FCT, 6. So it means it's correct. Now, we can also use multiple criteria. We want to see how many states that have more than 20 local governments, and then the area size is less than 10,000 square kilometers. So let's calculate the number of states that have local governments more than 20. Similar function will be used, but this time we'll be using the CountIFS function. So the CountIF with S, which is CountIFS. Then you want to know the number of local governments, comma, more than question marks, greater than 20. We're saying 18. So let's confirm. Come here, the ones that are greater than 20. Just let's quickly do manual filter. Yeah. So one. So we have 18. All right. Okay. So it's 18, which is correct. So let's also look for the number of states with area sizes less than 10 square kilometers. All right. So we use the same CountIFS function equals to CountIFS function. We want to use a multiple criteria. So come here, comma, quotation marks, 10,000. All right. So we have 11 here. So let's see all the ones with of it. Less than 10,000, right? So let's count it. So we have 11. So that's correct. Now we'll be doing multiple criteria. We want to see how many states that have more than 20 local governments and area size are less than 10,000 square kilometers. So we will be using multiple criteria, the same count if, so equals count ifs, and then we come here, how many local governments, shift down, comma, then question marks. We said more than 20 local governments, and then comma, and then the criteria range 2. We say control shift down, comma, and then quotation mark. And what is the second criteria? Less than 10,000 square kilometers. So less than 10, and then close brackets. And it's telling us it's 4 that meet the double criteria. So let's see. We'll come here. We quickly take out all the ones that are less than 20. Then we have how many? We have sorry. Okay, so the first question is how many states that have local governments more than 20? So we are going for, and here we got 18. So let's take out all the ones with local governments more than 20. More than 20. And then we have how many here? 18. Now, in this 18, we are looking for the states less than 10,000 square kilometers. So we come here and then we always check those states with less than 10,000 square kilometers. And you can see it's four. So this is how you can combine multiple criteria to summarize your data. So if this is useful, please don't hesitate to like, share, and subscribe to my videos, my channels. Thanks for watching.